Often, single mothers will spoil their children, believing that if the child has everything they want, they won't notice the absence of their father. However, when this happens, the children often grow up to be selfish and indifferent to others' needs. The story I will tell you today is about a boy who lived with his parents on the outskirts of the French city of Bordeaux. The father had his own translation agency, and the mother knew 3 languages, so she also helped with translations. One day, the boy and his father went on a trip in order to give his mother some time to relax. However, they got in an accident, and the father died. The boy survived, and the mother, though overwhelmed with grief for his father, was grateful that her son had a guardian angel to protect him that day. She inherited her husband's business, but was unable to keep up with it, so she took up working from home in order to be closer to her son. After the accident, the boy could not sleep at night as he was constantly tormented by nightmares. He could only sleep when his mother held him. This went on for several months. The woman fulfilled every request of her son, buying the best toys, dressing him in the most expensive clothes, and taking him on extravagant trips. She sincerely believed that if he had everything he wanted, he wouldn't think about his father. Over time, the boy began to take his mother's excessive care for granted. His slightest whims and desires were immediately fulfilled. She had to work at night since she tried to spend all of her free time during the day with her son. She hardly got enough sleep, but she only had one goal: for her beloved son to be happy. Over time, the boy's requests only grew, and the poor woman slept less and less. She spent all of her income on her son and never asked him to help her around the house because she felt he had already been through enough. So, several years passed in this way. The boy graduated from high school, and his mother wanted him to study at one of the most prestigious universities, so she sold her house in order to pay for his education. He did not have to work because every month she would put money on his bank card so that he could buy himself whatever he wanted. Of course, he never even thought about how hard this was for his mother, as she didn't want to burden him with her concerns. During his second year of school, he met a girl named Rain. They spent a lot of time together, and he spent all of his mother's money on her. Because of this, Rain thought that he had a lot of money. Therefore, when he first invited her to his home, she was surprised by his modest house. Afterwards, Rain stopped answering his calls. He genuinely wondered what had happened. A week later, he saw a man driving an expensive car drop Rain off at class, kissing her before leaving. Then he went home and blamed his mother for selling their beautiful home to move into this cheap house. It was her fault that his girlfriend dumped him for a more successful man. His mother tried to reason with her son and tell him that it was a good thing Rain left him when she did, because if she was only with him for his money, then she did not truly love him. But he would not listen because he only wanted to be with Rain, and he thought it was his mother's fault that he lost his girlfriend. After yelling at his mother, he locked himself in his room and cried into his pillow for a long time, feeling sorry for himself. The woman was worried about her son, but did not know how to help him. She tried to talk to him, but he only ignored her. Then he decided to order some alcohol from the internet and drank alone in his room. After a week of drunkenness, he walked out into the street and was hit by oncoming traffic. He woke up in the hospital and was told that he could no longer walk due to damage to his spine. His mother, full of grief and hope, sold their house in order to pay for his treatment. Now she rented a small apartment and worked all day and night to pay for his medical bills, never once thinking of herself. Her health deteriorated greatly, she lost weight, could not work full-time, and her customers left one after another. During this time, her son could only lie in bed and watch this happen. For the first time in his life, he began to realize how much she did for him, how much she gave up for him, and because of his own stupidity, now both of their lives were ruined. It was at this time that he firmly decided to set everything right. He began to intensively engage in his rehabilitation in the hopes that he would one day walk again and make everything up to his mother. Write in the comments what you think about this story. Click like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so as not to miss our new videos.